One thing that's absolutely makes no sense to a lot of people, but is something very important to know if you're looking at buying a property, is you can't use cash when you go to buy a home. You can't just sit there and go into the title company with a bunch of cash and say, here's my down payment. And the reason for that is because cash cannot be sourced. I can't tell somebody, hey, here's my $1 bill. I got this $1 bill 45 days ago from Frank. No, right? You can't do that. And it is so important, and you have to source every dollar used in a real estate transaction. So if you have a bunch of cash and you want to use that towards the purchase of a home, you need to get it into the bank. And you want to get into that bank slowly. So what you can do is you can start depositing those funds into the bank so that when you go to purchase a home, you can have 2 months of bank statements not reflecting any of those cash deposits. So let's just say right now, we're talking it's February of 2020, and I have $20,000 in cash sitting at home that I want to use to be able to buy a property with. What I want to start doing is slowly depositing that cash into the bank, making sure that I deposit enough to get it in there in the manner of time that I want to be able to buy, but not going in there at $20,000 at one time if you don't want to have to fill out the IRS form at the bank, which requires that to be filled out anytime you put more than $9,999 cash into the bank. So what you can do is you can start now in February, slowly depositing those funds into the account. And over the course of the next, call it 4 weeks or so, get all those funds into that account. And then what happens is anytime you buy a home, you only need to source the down payment with 2 months of previous bank statements. So I know that my April and my May bank statements aren't going to show any cash deposits. Why? Because in February and March is when I put the cash in the bank. So I know when I go to buy that home now and I wanted to use that $20,000 in cash rather than trying to get gift funds or use something else, I know that I can buy and close on my house as early as the beginning of June. So this is something that is so important to start planning ahead with, and it is something we see time and time again. So be smart. You can use that cash. You just got to do it the right way.